Hey, it's Eli aka Atlas, and in this video we're going to discover how to speed up Adobe After Effects and optimize performance. Because what better way to get into using this powerful tool than to get it into peak condition? If that sounds like the kind of thing you're into, make sure you leave a thumbs up on this video, drop a comment down below, and most importantly, subscribe to my channel. I upload a new video every Monday and Friday, and I'll have plenty more After Effects tutorials coming your way. Adobe After Effects is one of the premier visual effects, video editing, and motion graphics suites out there, most commonly used for movies, video games, and television production. And because it's such a powerful tool, it pretty much requires a powerful machine to run on. But if you don't have the most technically skilled CPU, there's still a lot of hacks you can do to make your After Effects run smoother, render faster, and work better. So no more talking, let's get right into it. These tips will work on both the Windows and Mac versions of AE. First things first, Adobe thought it would be a great idea to only give you half the program's full options to tweak. But if you're like me and want to see After Effects laid bare, navigate up to the Preferences tab and hold down the Shift key on your keyboard. As you do that, click on the General options in the drop-down menu. And in the new window that appears, you'll see the newly revealed Secret menu. Time to have some fun. By default, After Effects creates a video for you to preview it at all times. A bit like buffering, and it does this with your RAM memory. It's actually helpful, but unfortunately it will slow you down because it creates and saves information from each layer you add to the project. You can skip this option if you've got a generous amount of RAM, but if you don't, make sure you tick that Disable Layer Cache box. Purge every X amount of frames is the sequel to the previous option, only it keeps the buffered frames up to a certain amount, whereafter it'll delete them automatically. If that's something you feel like might work for you, you can set the number to your liking. Let's say purge every 10 frames, and keep playing with the number until you get the playback results you want. In the Video Preview tab, make sure you uncheck Video Preview during Render Queue Output. What that option does is play your video back to you while you're rendering it out, which is great if your computer has that kind of muscle, but otherwise it's going to kill your render speed. So untick that box, please. In the Memory tab, you'll see that After Effects is reserving a particular amount of RAM power for itself and leaving the rest of the programs on your computer with the amount highlighted in blue. If you're running multiple programs as you're running After Effects, you'll want to increase the highlighted numbers so that they can run just as smoothly, but since we're trying to speed up After Effects, you can drop the reserve number by 1 or 2, which will increase the available RAM for After Effects and any other Adobe program running simultaneously. A massively important factor in your render and playback speeds is going to be where your project is playing from. In the Media and Disk Cache tab, you'll find the Disk Cache settings. After Effects will come with a default number highlighted in blue. You can reduce it if you don't want to spend so much of your disk space, regardless of the directory you work from, but let's focus on where you work from. To get the best performance from After Effects, I recommend either working from a second or external hard drive, preferably SSD, or otherwise having a very large internal hard drive. In any case, if you click on the Choose Folder button below the disk size option, from there you can direct After Effects to dump all of its temporary working files onto the aforementioned secondary drive, or any particular folder you want. And in the same menu, you'll find the Conformed Media Cache section, where again, you can choose where you want to work off of. Because guys, this is really important. And once you get done with that, and with any project, make sure you click both the Clean Database and Cache, and the Empty Disk Cache buttons above and below. After Effects leaves all your temporary files on your computer, wherever you save them, and they can really add up and eat up space on your hard drive. And I'm talking by the gigabyte. So make sure you empty those caches and give your drives a detox whenever you finish. Once you click OK and accept your new video settings, we can attend to the video player. If you look under your preview player, you'll see 3 circles, red, green, and blue. Right next to that will be a bar showing what playback quality your program is set to. By default, it should be set to full, but if your playback is choppy, you'll want to drop it down to either quarter or half. If there's really no improvement, you can even drop it to third. By then your video should be playing definitely blurrier, but also definitely smoother. And don't worry, playback quality isn't saved or rendered to the video. Those settings are coming up next. A little to the right of that, you'll see a square icon with a thunderbolt symbol in it. Those are your preview settings. Click on that. If it's set to off, final quality, please select adaptive resolution. It'll help out. And feel free to play with the other settings, such as wireframe and draft, to see which one you get the best speed out of. Keep in mind this and the playback quality settings will slightly alter how your effects look as they're played back while you're working on them, because you'll be seeing them at a lower resolution and quality. It won't change how they appear in the finished product, however. And if you want to get a peek at how they'll look in the final versions, you can always toggle your preview playback and preview quality settings back to their highest levels to see what you're going to get. One of the final elements you can do in the workspace is to close your panels you're not using. Silly as it sounds, everything you see on your screen takes GPU, CPU, RAM, and all the other initials to render. That can slow your After Effects down too, even if it's just a little bit. So right-click on and close any panels that you're not using at the moment and won't be for the foreseeable future. For example, if you have the info panel open, but you're not going to be needing it, just get rid of it. Now let's focus on ways to speed up your rendering. If you're going to be rendering inside of After Effects as opposed to the Adobe Media Encoder, make sure you have your caps lock button set to active on your keyboard. This will disable your live update playback preview while you're rendering. Of course, we want the highest quality video we can get in this 4K day and age, but for the sake of optimization, one of the things you can do to speed up render times is to lower your settings. Under the quality menu, select a draft, and under the resolution menu, choose half. You can play with your format and codec settings a bit, H.264 being the most commonly used and best for online uploading. Keep in mind, you must have QuickTime installed to have access to the H.264 option in After Effects' render queue, but it comes standard in the Adobe Media Encoder. Otherwise, you're pretty much done with this menu. And that is all you need to know about optimizing your After Effects performance and setting yourself up for success in this program, regardless of your computer's make, model, and build. Thank you guys so much for watching, and once again, if you guys found this video useful, give it a comment down below and a like to let me know. And if you follow that up by subscribing to my channel, it would be massively appreciated. Make sure to hit the notification bell before you go, get all the updates to my channel in real time. New videos come out twice a week, that's every Monday and every Friday, and I'll have more content like this for you every time. More After Effects courses are coming, and I want to hear your thoughts on what you'd like to know about within the program. And of course, leave your suggestions on topics for the blog, and follow me on all the other social media sites you're on, wherever you are, also. And you'll find the links to those down below. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you found this video educational, insightful, helpful, all of the above. I shall see you guys later.